Just this last Friday, the new Mammoth WVH album came out, and we're going to talk about it on this episode of Todd's Turntable Talk. Welcome back to another episode of Todd's Turntable Talk. Before we get started, I want to remind everybody, if it's your first time on the channel, or if you haven't had a chance to do so yet, please hit that subscribe button, as well as the bell notification, both located under this video to let you know when a new episode drops on our channel. We'd also like to give a shout out to our sponsors for this episode, Happy Days Records and More, located in Lapeer, Michigan. If you want to find some vintage and brand new albums, some cassettes and CDs, books, vintage band t-shirts and new t-shirts, tons of turntables and supplies, and also a top-notch head shop. You can get all of that here at Happy Days Records and More in Lapeer, Michigan. And I'll make sure to put a link to their website right down in the description of this video. So just this last Friday, Mammoth WVH's new album finally hit the shelves. For those of you unfamiliar, Mammoth WVH is the project of the son of the late Eddie Van Halen, Wolfgang Van Halen. Named the band after the original band name that his father's band had. Van Halen was originally called Mammoth before they went and changed the name to Van Halen. We'd all heard the debut single Distance, which came out a little while ago on the radio, a song that was not intended to be on the new Mammoth record, but after the events of what had happened, Wolf thought it was a really good idea to release this as an introduction to the band and also a tribute to his late father. So now, without further ado, thanks to our awesome sponsors at Happy Days Records and More, here I have with me the debut album of Mammoth WVH. I haven't opened this yet and looked through everything. I wanted to leave that until we got on this episode together so we could share the experience together, because togetherness is a good thing. So I'm going to open this up here, and right out of the gate, I love the album art. The Godzilla crab is really fun. It gives me kind of the vibe of the original Guns N' Roses Appetite for Destruction album cover that was later banned. We'll show you the cover here. It also gives me a Queen News of the World kind of vibe with the artwork and the style of the artwork. Really love the cover. The cover's really cool. And on the back here, we have a bunch of instruments because Wolf plays everything on this record. All instruments, vocals, and everything done courtesy of Wolfgang Van Halen, which is pretty damn cool if you ask me. It's not something that you see a whole lot nowadays, so that's really cool. So we'll open it up here, and it's a really nice gatefold, and oh man, this is cool. On the one side, we got Wolf, looks to be laying on the floor of the studio here with bunch of the different instruments he played, but on the other side we have this beautiful picture here. See if I can get it without the glare. And there's Wolf and his dad there with the inscription there. This one's for you, Pop. How cool. This picture looks like it was taken during the Different Kind of Truth tour. That's the tour that I got to see Van Halen on, and it looks like the same bass that he was playing at that time, and kind of looks like that era there. So, but yeah, beautiful, beautiful picture there. And let's go ahead and crack it out here and pull out the first disc here. And got all the lyrics and everything on both sides. Inside, pull it out here. Oh, cool. And it's got the album art here on the labels, little snippets from the front album cover. Then you got all the credits on the back here. Produced and mixed by Michael Elvis Basquet and mastered by Brad Blackwood at Euphonic Masters. I've seen their stuff, their name on a lot of stuff, a lot of really high quality stuff too, so it's probably going to sound pretty awesome. So that's what it looks like. It also comes in orange vinyl, and the indie record store exclusive is a smoke translucent black vinyl. That's really cool. So I'm going to pop this on the old turntable, give it a listen, and we'll be back, and I'll tell you my thoughts on the record in just a little bit. Stick around. We're back. Man, first impressions of the record, as soon as I put the needle down on the turntable and the opening riff of the song Mr. Ed, you know what you're in for the second the record starts. Very groove oriented, but driving hard rock. It's a really well paced album. Almost every song is pretty heavy. I mean, it's not metal, but it's not classic rock either. And definitely Wolf is paving his own path with this album. He's not trying to sound like any other preconceived styles that people might want him to sound like. He is his own person and doing his own thing. And like I said, he has every instrument on the album. All vocals, every single guitar, drums, bass, everything is all Wolf. Some of my favorite tracks that I really loved. I really love The Big Picture is a great song. You're to Blame is great. Stone, which was supposed to be the closing track of this record, is a real epic rock song, but it doesn't end the album because Distance is the bonus track at the very end. And also, I really love Don't Back Down. The riff to that song is killer and infectious. Really, really great song. Really great album. I really like it a lot. It has a lot of familiar feel with an edgier, newer rock vibe running underneath it. It's definitely its own thing, and I really, really enjoy it. Let's see, we need a rating for this, for our first album review. Why don't we give it, drum roll please, 4 out of 5 gold records. So that's our review for Mammoth WVH, a fantastic record. You can pick this up online many, many places. I recommend buying at indie local record stores if you can. Big box stores are all right if you don't have a local record store around, but if you can, please support your local record shop because they are the lifeblood that keep this vinyl craze going. So if you can support them, please, please, please go to local record stores and support the local record shops. I want to thank one more time our awesome sponsor for this episode, Happy Days Records and More in Lapeer, Michigan, and we will see you all on the next episode of Todd's Turntable Talk.